What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Mixed Martial Idiots podcast. We're slowly creeping our way to 40 episodes, guys. Look out, we'll have some changes around then. Today, we're going to go over some of the Misfits boxing stuff. Tanner wanted to touch on that, and I cannot wait for this fight night just for the last three fights. I'm going to say the last three. It's going to be a sneaky good card, I feel. It's Caio Borralho versus Nassourdine Imavov in France. Yeah, let's just jump into it. We got George Novo, the super fan, sitting there with the Bears flag behind him, trying to negative his aura for some reason. And then Tanner Francisco Dunphy, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, in which I will be live in person fighting him in a month's time. Welcome, fellas. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
My team doesn't have a pop sensation succubus killing it.
Scoreboard. Championships. Chips. Anyway.
Travis Kelce.
Bears haven't heard of that in a long time. Anyways, this is not the football podcast. This is the MMA podcast.
But the Buzz Sports Media page does have a great football podcast. You could tune into that.
It's true. I want to talk about Darren Till turning Luke Rockhold into a meme again. CJI weekend is just not the weekend for Luke Rockhold. He gets beat up by, was that Pat Downey last CJI?
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing. And this time he gets slept into like a Fortnite emote position.
Man, you know what the two things have in common? I don't think he took either one of his opponents seriously. I don't think he took the Pat Downey thing seriously because he was clowning him in there and actually throwing strikes on him like a ninny. And I don't think that he took Darren Till seriously, man. He didn't start training with Jason Perillo until 6 weeks before the fight. And you can't do that against a guy like Darren Till. Obviously, you saw what happens. The kid's a fucking murderer. Boxing is his home. If he doesn't have to worry about you shooting on his legs, I even think he would do great in karate combat. If they paid like boxing, Darren Till would be in some striking promotion whooping ass. I think Luke Rockhold bit off more than he could chew. And yeah, he's on soft food diet for the rest of the week, I would assume.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I just if there's another CJI, Luke, stay
home.
Please.
Hide. Be armed. Have a doctor on call. Something weird's gonna happen to you, my dude.
George, do you have a take on Luke Rockhold and what we'll see him lose in next?
I think that whenever Luke had that realization in the octagon, and he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, then the answer isn't to go into boxing, especially not that. That's not what you do. And I don't want to see my boy like slurring his words or get some like crazy CT and him turn into like a violent Antonio Brown. We don't need that, dude. Just stay out of the ring.
That's a great take, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't need to take the damage anymore. I mean, he could compete in like jiu-jitsu or something like that.
Y'all remembered what Jan Blachowicz did to him?
Yeah.
That would have been the last time I would have got punched in the head if I was him.
Well, if not that, this time would have been the last time.
For sure.
Look, man, if you make my heel touch my hip and you punched me, no, fuck that. I'm done. I'm not.
He's really good at limbo, though. Did you see how low he got? He was underneath the last rope.
Yeah. Blown out ACL. That's what he was. It was disgusting. Anyways, moving on. Tony Ferguson finally gets himself a title and a win after what, 6-7 years, something crazy like that. Oh my gosh! Please retire, Tony. You got a belt. This is a storybook ending.
What the fuck? What were the belts? Like, they got Misfits is giving out belts now. Dylan Danis got a belt. Tony Ferguson got a belt. And I saw a thing online.
Does it,
Some dude posted, he said, Tony Ferguson should have always been a boxer. This is a resurgence.
No.
To that, I'm like, that is fucking crazy work, guys. Salt Poppy is not Teofimo Lopez. With a full camp, I'm beating the fuck out of Salt Poppy, guys. Slow down. Settle down. Let's not give Tony Ferguson too much CTE on top of the CTE the UFC gave him. Let's have him take his belt, show it to everybody. It's shiny. It's cool. Let's hang it and let's fucking retire, Tony. You're going to lose 6 more fights after this in the boxing ring. Let's not do that. Salt Poppy is just a glorified can, and Tony should not fight anyone higher than the level of Salt Poppy, especially in boxing. We know how the MMA thing or the boxing thing goes for us MMA fighters. We don't train with those tight little windows. We don't train with the angles because of the takedowns. We don't train a lot of that shit. Tony spent too much time in MMA. Head kicks changes it because you have a lot more head movement in boxing, but you tend to not use it because of the head kick thing. There's just a lot of things that go into it. Tony got to win. Tony should ride off into the sunset, and somebody should give him a job as a fucking commentator or some shit somewhere so Tony doesn't have to worry about feeding his family, so we don't have to see him getting punched in the face anymore.
Yep, absolutely. George?
Yeah, this is another case of it sucks watching your heroes go down whenever they don't leave the game in time. You know, MMA is just like boxing, it's just like NFL, it's just like any sport that is contact. You only have so many shots you could take, you only have so many rushes in your body, you only have so many touchdown leaps you could do. And you got to know when to pull the pin, man, and think about your longevity. Because, yeah, you might be able to force yourself to play past 10 years or something or fight over 8 or 9 years, but what's your quality life going to be like after that? I mean, do you want to be vegetative state in a wheelchair? I mean, that's an extreme case, but come on, man. Look at Jim McMahon for the Bears. Half the time, you don't even know who his family is now. Got to just stop, man. Tony, you had a hell of a career. No knock on you. But get out while you can, buddy.
Bro, Tony's already went through one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what'd he fight? 8 more fights after that episode? He went through some shit, like some serious shit, and had to go get put in a mental institution, got out, and fought 8 more times. No more fights, Tony, please. Please, Tony, no more fights.
It's crazy. Crazy. I hope he retires. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Bro moved his whole family out of his house saying the FBI was chasing him, guys. And then he fought 8 more times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild.
It's just crazy.
Real quick, CJI 2. Day 1 happened yesterday. Day 2 is today. Should be starting in like 23 minutes.
Did you like it? Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you
Yeah,
off. Do you like the format?
I was a fan of the format. I'm not a fan of the time. Good Lord.
Yeah, I think it's too short. I think 8 minutes is too short.
No. I mean, this late at night.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
Lord.
Don't start it that late. I fell asleep, dude. I had to watch it this morning. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But I think the format's cool. I think 8 minutes is too short, though. Guys are just getting into the exchanges. I feel like 10 minutes would be better. Did you see Craig Jones put a $50,000 bounty on submissions today, bud? This guy, I love Craig Jones. The world needs more Australian drug-addicted jiu-jitsu athlete. No, just more Australian jiu-jitsu athletes. And, man, I hope there's a CJI 3.
Craig is slowly getting gayer. Nothing wrong with it. But it's actually not slow anymore. It's
I think
taking
he
off
really
at a quick
did marry
speed.
Gabby Garcia, bud, in Vegas. I think Gabby, and did you see that one where he announced Flo was?
It seemed pretty real
in Vegas, and I think he's married, but that guy.
I thought she was already married.
He probably fucking challenged that guy to a life or a pink slips match in jiu-jitsu.
Oh my God.
He rolled in for pinks, literally.
Anyways, Team New Wave defeated Team America. Team
Fuck
Atos
yeah.
defeated Team Europe. Team Australia defeated Team 10th Planet.
Oh, did they though? What?
Yep.
Before we move on though, do you think so? Homeboy got his foot ripped off. Now, Gio, was it a fake tap? Was it a Brazilian tap or did Gio
Yeah,
tap?
that's the
You know
question.
how I feel about
There
Gio.
was 2 taps like that.
Giancarlo
Both of them-
tapped. Fucked him. Fuck that
Giancarlo.
guy.
I don't think he did.
Giancarlo tapped, bro.
I don't think he did.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't know,
I
man.
just don't like him. He might not have. And this is
I like
full disclosure.
I like
I'm not-
Giancarlo.
this is not the hill I'm going to die on. He's way better than me at jiu-jitsu. I just can't stand him. I think he's a fucking tool bag. Don't like him at all.
I like his jujitsu. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me
He's a dickhead though.
let me be.
He looks
more-
like if you looked up narcissist in the encyclopedia, there'd be Giancarlo Bogdoni picture right there.
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to train with the guy sometime. So, you know.
Before
go
we
ahead.
jump over into the prelims and whatnot, or the fight night, have you guys watched any of the 1 minute scraps?
The Dan Hooker thing?
Yeah,
Oh
Yes. Oh my
yeah.
goodness gracious, bud.
I think
That's
there's
violent.
another one coming up.
Yes, there is.
It's all felons or all
Oh my
criminals.
God. Oh
Did you
my
hear that? Did you
God.
see that? It's all people with criminal records. You don't qualify unless you have a criminal record.
Wow, dude, this is like
Hell
a
yeah,
step
brother.
above backyard wrestling. I like it.
If
It's like
Kimbo was alive, he would be their president.
Yes.
it's angry redneck felons, but
surprised
can
he's
actually
not-
kind of fight.
No,
I'm
it's
surprised
angry
he's not their
redneck
mascot.
Samoans that
Oh my
100% can fight, George. They're doing it in Australia. He
Oh
lives
my
in
God.
Australia.
Oh
They're
my
Samoans.
God.
Bro, I saw like
Mm.
5 of the matches. They lasted approximately 9 seconds. The first guy to land a punch wins.
Proof again that the Lord has a great sense of humor. How do you make a place so beautiful yet so violent? The animals will kill you, the insects will kill you, the people will kill you. The people were a penal colony exiled from England.
They have the greatest time beating the fucking shit out of people. I don't
I love it.
I got to move there, I think.
How do you get Volkanovski and Rhea Ripley? That's the I mean,
Fair enough. Will,
Not touching.
I think if you're saying Bodoni tap, then I would say that
Geo
Gio-
tapped. Yeah. I just wanted to get your opinion. Like,
mean,
I understand the fairness thing. If you're gonna say that Bogdoni tapped, then you definitely have to say Geo tapped. Geo looked more like a tap.
what do you
I'm
think
just
about
saying-
Daisy Fresh beating out B Team?
Daisy Fresh lost to B Team.
They lose? I thought they.
Mm-hmm.
I
No.
had them winning.
Nicky Rod, rear naked choked. Rear naked
That's
choked
right.
it.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. He strangled Andy Reid, and then he got the double elimination along with Pixley. But I think
Yeah, that's right.
he was tired, but Pixley looked damn good. Good thing Pixley
yeah, he
didn't
hit
sub
that.
him.
He hit that
Dude.
the Russian to foot sweep.
Sotagiri. Yeah, the Sotagiri. And then he went Darce off it, and I was like, oh, shit. It was a good match, dude, but I just think those Daisy Fresh guys came up short. I think the Daisy Fresh team picked the right guys. They went in the wrong order. I
Yeah.
would have stuck somebody that Nicky Rod couldn't catch and wouldn't have went right at Nicky Rod. Because, you know, if you put Michael Pixley in there with Nicky Rod, he wants that get back. He's going to go right at him, which leads a chance to Nicky Rod getting him or a stalemate like that. Because, you know, Nicky Rod's so hard to sub. So I probably would have went with like, Dante Leon against Nicky Rod. Because no way, as much as I love Nicky Rod, the only way he's tapping Leon is if he gets to his back. But if he wants to get in a leg lock shootout with Dante Leon, he's probably losing that, bud. So I probably would have made him tired and then went for the legs at the end. And I think Daisy Fresh could have pulled it off because Victor Hugo went to a draw with Dante Leon. And Victor Hugo had 70 pounds on him, dude.
Yeah, that's right. But Krillenstein was left.
Sure, but I think Dante takes Krillenstein. Krillenstein's 145 pounds. Dante's like the perfect middle of the road grappler. If you're smaller than Dante, he's going to capitalize. If you're bigger than Dante, he's going to go into those leg entanglements and he's going to neutralize your size advantage.
That's controversial. You saying Dante Leon takes Ethan Krillenstein?
I think so. I think he taps him, honestly.
I think you're
Because
on drugs.
Where's Krillenstein the best at? The leg entanglements.
Yeah.
Dante
Fellas,
Leone is much bigger. And
I
his leg
have
entanglements are violent.
I have to speak for the casuals here. There's probably 90% of the people listening have no clue what you're talking about.
That 1% is so happy right now, though, George.
Well, I
Yes.
agree, but I'm just saying.
But yeah.
Okay. So let's finish this up. Helena Cravar defeated Adele Fornerino, which was a crazy good match. She is now going to be facing Sarah Galvao, who defeated Anna Carolina Vieira. So that is our women's matchup for tonight. Let's get off of the CJI2 stuff. If you're interested in that, it starts here in about 15 minutes at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live on YouTube free. Let's get into UFC Fight Night. Imavov versus Brahalio. This is Saturday, September 6th, 2025, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We got an early card this Saturday. Starting us off, we have a pretty decent women's strawweight bout between Shauna Banyan and Sam Hughes. Banyan's looked good so far, but she's only had three UFC fights. Sam Hughes, a bit more veteran in it, but had some tough bouts. I'm going Shauna Banyan on this one. Going with the tough Irish.
Hmm.
What are you doing, Will?
Man, I'm going with Vegas, man. Vegas has Sam Hughes at the minus 330 favorite and Shauna Bannon at the plus 260 underdog. Shauna Bannon's last win was against a girl who was beating her up and put herself in an armbar, which was completely embarrassing. Then she was gifted a decision before that. And I just don't think Shauna Bannon has that sidekick, and that's really it. Once you get inside of there, if you're not a complete novice in grappling, then you're going to be fine. Sam Hughes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, a judo black belt. Sam Hughes 10-6 in her career. Shauna Bannon 7-1. Sam Hughes at Fortis MMA. Yeah, she's more battle tested. She's been in there with the higher level competition. I don't think finding out Shauna Bannon's range is going to be a problem for Sam. I think Sam is going to throw her on her head and show her what jiu-jitsu really fucking is. I got Sam Hughes second round finish.
Okay. George?
Man, Bannon and Hughes. This is a strawweight division. Bannon's got that Irish fire, man, but Hughes is scrappy. Like she's been fighting for that last Guinness at the pub. Expect a high-paced brawl that'll have you yelling, "Mon Dieu, these ladies are sauvage." I think I'm gonna go with Sam Hughes.
Sam Hughes. Okay.
Golf clap for George.
All right. Cool. Moving on at 170, men's welterweight, we have Andreas Gustafsson fighting Renat Fakardinov. I'm going Fakardinov.
Woo! Yeah. There he is. Look, I lost faith in you in the last pick, but this one you totally redeemed yourself. Andreas Gustafsson, the minus 125 favorite. He's 12-2 in his career. Fakhratinov is 23-1-1. And Fakhratinov is, he's obviously the more he is what is it? The more experienced, words are hard. The more experienced athlete in there. Andreas Gustafsson, he's like a straight line fighter, right? He's going to try to get a hold of you. He's going to be grappling 24/7. He comes with that grinder pace, which is worrisome for anyone that fights a guy like that. Yeah, that could be their night. But Fakhratinov is a wrestler as well. Andreas Gustafsson, his record says 8 KOs, but he is a guy that just beats people up until they quit. He's a TKO guy. Fakhratinov can really shut you off, man. He has 10 KOs in his career. He has 7 submissions. He has wins over guys like Carlos Leal, Nicholas Dalby, Brian Battle. So Fakhratinov brings a full resume in there, a wealth of experience, and I don't think Andreas Gustafsson's going to be able to deal with him. It's going to be his heat check moment. Now, Fakhratinov is the plus 105 underdog. We are having this show 6 days before the event. Money's going to be coming in on Fakhratinov because, as much as I hate to say it, Tanner Francisco Dunphy and I might be handsome, smart, and know all things martial arts, but so do a lot of other people. So we're going to have a lot of money coming in on Fakhratinov by the end of the week. That line won't be that beautiful. And I think if you parlay it with the underdog in the next fight, you guys might make some freaking coin. Rinat Fakhratinov, I think we're going unanimous decision. I don't see a finish in this fight.
I think I know who the underdog is, and I think I'm picking him.
Ooh.
Oh, no. It looks like I don't. George, what do you got on Fakhratinov and Gustafsson?
Man, this is gonna be like a Viking versus a Russian war machine. Gustafsson's got heart, man, but Fakhradino's wrestling is stickier than a pain, and oh chocolate. Someone's getting smothered like brie on a cracker, dude. I think we're gonna go with I think Rinat's gonna get it. I think the wrestling is just gonna hold that dude down and just totally negate his striking. Can't TKO somebody if you're on your
Impose
back
his
getting
will.
humped on. Just saying.
I
That's
think Gustafsson might have moments early because he's good at getting to that body lock. He's, excuse me, very strong. But Fakhratinov, by the end of that first round, will have that wrestling figured out of Gustafsson. And then it's going to be off to the races for him.
Yeah. The Swedish wrestling is pretty good, though.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah.
But
It's not
Fakhratinov one of
the
those
same level, though.
fucking mountain boys.
All right. Next up at 185 middleweight, we have Robert Berziak taking on Brad Tavares. And I am going with Brad Tavares. What do you got, Will?
Man, I love Brad Tavares. Dude's 37, and he's been in there with a lot of bangers. His chin is not what it once was. We've seen recently him take some serious damage. If he was fighting a grappler, I probably would have more confidence because he's so good with this takedown defense, staying on the fence and landing that jab and keeping him far away. Berziak is going to come out here and he is going to freaking put it all over Brad Tavares every single which way but Sunday in the striking, man. He's just so good. He's so dynamic. He's so violent. Brad Tavares, if he wins, I will be so happy. But, you know, I'm not going to be a fence rider. I'm not going to be over here saying, you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm going to give it to you straight. And the guy I think that's going to win, even though I'm a fan of Tavares, I think Tavares might actually get sparked in there.
Oh, no.
Vegas has Brad Tavares as the minus 225 favorite. But, man, I think, you know, you put your money on Robert, you put your money on Fakhratinov, and by the weekend, you got a little extra spending cash.
I don't know if I agree with that. But we'll see.
We can run a side bet. You got
George?
Cash App. I got Cash App. We can run it. We can run this.
We could. George, what you got?
Man, Robert Brychek and Brad Tavares in the middleweight division is a sleeper hit. I think that Brychek's got Polish power and Tavares is tougher than a stale baguette. This could be a grind or a knockout that leaves one of them dreaming of French onion soup, and I'm leaning towards the former. I think Robert's going to get Brad out of there with a KO.
Okay. Man, both thinking it. That means you're wrong. Moving on to 170, we've got Sam Patterson taking on Trey Itap to Von Flew Waters.
I've done that. I'm not going to shit on that guy. I've been there.
Yeah. Anyways, I got Sam Patterson. What you got,
Man,
Will?
Sam Patterson had a stint in the UFC. Didn't he get cut from the UFC and then brought back? No, that's Mason Jones. We'll see him later on in the card. Sam Patterson, dude, he's a lightning in a bottle or flat. And he's only been flat 2 times, 13-2-1 in his career. Trey Waters, 9-1 in his career. They got Sam Patterson, minus 160, the favorite. Patterson can give it to you however you want it. He's got 5 KOs. He's got 7 submission wins. He's won 4 of his last 5. But I think that he's set up for a heat check, guys. I think that he's been on such a roll. Trey Waters has absolute nuclear power in his hands. Sam Patterson is known to walk onto one and then get going. I think if he walks onto one in Trey Waters. Now, to be clear, this is not going on my parlays. This is going to be a standalone bet because I'm not 1000% locked in on this, but it just feels like there's an upset in the weeds. If Sam Patterson comes out there, puts on a striking clinic, and then in the first round then gets to his MMA and actually puts Trey Waters on his back, it's ball game over, right? Just something in me feels like Trey Waters could touch his chin, just something in the air. Kind of like when George was in my garage and I told him Carlos Prates was going to get that knockout with a walk-off at the end of the round. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
I don't know. We'll see, though. What do you think, George?
Man, Patterson and Waters, bud. Patterson's got grappling chops, but Waters is slicker than a French mime dodging the maters. I expect some wild scrambles and maybe a submission that'll have you screaming "Sacre bleu."
Sacre bleu.
Sam or Trey?
Trey.
There we go.
Okay. All right. The next one is 170 bout as well. We've got Reese McKee taking on the newcomer Axel Sola. Axel is 10-0-1. I'm actually going to go with Reese McKee on this one.
Dude, I want to, but I think Reese McKee made enemies with somebody in the UFC as soon as he showed up there because the boy has had a rough fucking time. He's lost 2 of his last 3. He is a striker's delight. He's got 11 KOs. He's a banger. I feel like maybe his chin is a little sus, or maybe with the frame that he has, do you think he could be cutting too much weight? Maybe if he goes up, he could be fine because he does have the striking chops. Like if you took me as a head coach into a gym and you're like, this is our prospect, and I saw him hitting pads and working on a bag, I'd be like, damn, you guys are in good fucking shape. You have a really good prospect. But he gets cracked and then the shit goes downhill. So, man. And then they put him up with this murderer, Axel Sola. It says UFC debut. He's 10-0-1. He's an Aries FC champion. He had 4 titles to fight. 4 title defenses in Aries FC. The guy is just a striking phenom. So you got Reese McKee. The kid's trying to rebuild his career. And granted, nobody deserves any kind of handouts or anything like that. It's a dog-eat-dog world. But you give him this dude. His nickname is the Black Panther, for God's sakes. So Reese McKee is going to get locked in that fence with the Black Panther, who seems to be a human buzzsaw. And in the past, he has proven to get beat up by buzzsaws. So I'm going buzzsaw. Give me the Black Panther and give me first round finish.
That's true. He did get beat up by buzzsaw named Hamzat Chimaev.
Shamayev.
Yes.
It's going to, dude, how fucked is it? He's going to get smoked by one of the most dynamic grapplers we've ever seen. And then probably one of the most dynamic strikers we've ever seen. Poor guy.
I don't know about all that, but
You gonna see?
there's a chance he could get smoked. I don't know. What do you think, George?
Man. Who's this? Gomez and Ruchula?
No, it is Reese
Reese
McKee,
McKee.
Axel Sola.
Yes.
Huh. I think McKee's going to be confused by the weight class switch, and I think Sola's hometown vibes is going to get him. I'm giving him a back fist in round 1. McKee's going to get panicked at the French disco.
Okay.
Damn.
Next up, heavyweight. We've got Ant Elijah taking on Marcin Tibura. This is a tough one. We haven't seen anything out of Ant Elijah. His nickname's Walking Trouble. He's got 11 knockouts on his 25-6 record. And Marcin Tybura does have a bit of a suspect chin. He
do.
has 5 losses by knockout. Um,
Mhm.
he's also
Yeah,
got some good hands still.
he's lost to the guys that have knocked him out. I know of 2 off the top of my head, and it's Pavlovich and Aspinall. So I mean, meh,
Not Pavlovich.
not Pavlovich.
No,
Is it a
no,
Vitch at least?
no. He lost to Sergey Spivovich by armbar.
Spivak. See,
Spivak.
Sergey Pavlovich, Sergey Spivak.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking
But he
that.
lost to Augusto Sakai in 2019 by punches.
Dude, that guy was a K1 world champion. That's fine.
Yeah. Shamil Abdurk Durkmov.
Durka.
Yep, don't know
Durkmov.
him.
And Derek Lewis.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
so this is dude's Delija. This is his UFC debut. He
Yeah.
trains out of the Crow Cop gym.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he was a PFL champion one of the early years when PFL
Well,
first started doing the
glad
$1
you
million
told me that.
prize. Yeah, but he do have a sus chin though, Tanner. Like at this point in his career, early in his career, he had the Crow Cop style chin where you were just going to go in there until he head kicked you or whatever.
They've fought before.
Who's that? Tybura and Delija?
Mhm.
Oh, who won?
Tybura, round 1, leg injury.
I'm going Tybura, but not. I'm going Tybura before you said that, but that just helps me out
Yeah,
my confidence level.
it makes me feel pretty confident too.
Yeah. Tybura, I don't think Tybura is going to go out there and fucking think he's going to outstrike him. I think
No.
at this point in his career, he's like, I'm going to go out there and touch him until he presses, and I'm going to put him on his back. His submission game is much better than Delija's. If I'm Marcin Tybura or if I'm in Marcin Tybura's corner, I am unpacking the singlet on weigh-in day, and I go, remember what we taught you about those punches and kicks? Fuck those. Wear this thing. This is what we're doing. So, yeah, give me Marcin Tybura, not by finish. I'm going to go unanimous decision via WrestleFuck for 14 and a half minutes.
And some big overhands.
No, yeah, sloppy one, gross ones.
Yep. Yeah. Failed shot or shot entries.
Failed shot.
Yes. Yes, failed shot all day.
Failed shot.
George, what do you got on that one?
I say Delicia's got knockout power, but Tabura's been in there with everyone. I say he weathers the storm and submits him in round 2 with a choke so tight you could see the Eiffel Tower getting darker and darker and darker as you are slowly asphyxiated.
Are you okay? We'll talk about it later.
I'm lovely. I am fantabulous, sir.
Is it because it's in Paris and there's too many French people on the card? Are you doing okay?
I don't like them. I'm not into frogs, you know.
No
Rifle
escargot
droppers.
for you?
Hey, what was their slogan? It started way back in World War II. We surrender. Thanks.
All right. Anyways, next up we got Omar Sy taking on Brandon Ribeiro.
Oh man.
I've got Omar Sy winning this one. This is light heavyweight 205, by the way. Will, what do you got?
Yeah, Vegas has Omar. I'm trying to get over that whole. Anyway, moving on. Last time they were in France, the Butcher, who's no longer in the UFC, but the French dude is, beat up a French guy. Anyway, Omar Sy minus 450 favorite. Brandon Ribeiro plus 325 underdog. Brandon Ribeiro, his jiu-jitsu much better than Omar Sy's. His ground game worlds above it. His wrestling ass. Omar Sy's going to beat the shit out of him and keep his hips back and stay at range and not be on the fence. And Brandon Ribeiro is going to take a nap at approximately the 8-minute mark.
I don't disagree with anything you said in there. George, tell us what you think about Ribeiro.
Ass.
Ribeiro in a light heavyweight scrap, huh? Size of French prospect with some serious hype too. I think Sai's gonna manhandle Ribeiro like he's tossing a croissant into a toaster. Prediction: Sai by TKO in round 1. Ribeiro's left wondering if he signed up for a cooking show.
Ugh. Single leg. Oh, he's asleep. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Whiz! Oh.
All right, our featured prelim at 145, we have William Gomez taking on Robert Ruchala. Robert Ruchala is a Russian, I believe, right? No, Polish
Polish.
fighter. And he gets it done everywhere. He's got 3 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, 5 by decision. This is his UFC debut.
Gomez is winning.
Yeah,
I think so.
that's where I'm going with it. I got Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez. Gomez lost to Hyder Emil, but like doesn't count, bro. Hyder Emil's a fucking human garbage disposal. If you get through Hyder Emil, you're a prospect. Like that guy's a tank. Gomez is gonna have too much power for Rochelle up. Now, he is a former KSW champ. He is a striker. He's going to want to play the game, but that's just going to feed right into Gomez's power. And Gomez has some really good jiu-jitsu, and he's not a guy that's going to sell out on the shot. He's going to exchange with you and make you believe that we're going to be in an exchange in the striking until you fuck up, and then you're going to be on your back. So I don't think Gomez gets the finish. I think Robert's tough enough to get through it. Through 15 minutes with him. I think it is going to be a heat check for him, though, and he's going to realize the level of the UFC after this fight.
Okay. What do you think, George?
Gomez is going to defend that home turf like it's the last baguette in Paris, man. Rucola's got skills, but I forget Gomez catches him with a flying knee in round 2, then celebrates with a mime routine that confuses everyone.
What are the odds of that on DraftKings? Can we pull that up?
A mime routine? I don't think that's
mime
on
routine. Chase the line.
We need to get it put on there immediately because I need to bet on that.
I think there's a shady bookie somewhere that'll take all kinds of weird collateral. I'll give you this bet, but it'll cost you.
He's wearing a trench coat. I can feel it. All right. So next up on the main card at 145, I think they're just tossing him one finally. They're like, all right, please do something exciting with this.
Bro, you think they're tossing him one?
Yeah. Patricio Pitbull taking on Lucine Kita. I'm going Pitbull on this one. Kita's coming from a small promotion in the Czech Republic, and it doesn't look like he's done anything too crazy. He's got 10 wins by KO, 6 wins by decision, but
he's 16-1. Vegas thinks he's going to win.
Yeah,
Vegas got him at -200. Now I'm picking Pitbull, but why are you picking Pitbull? You think that it's going to be easy work? You think he's going to finish him?
I think this guy is not on the level of some of the lower end promotions, the big lower end promotions, right?
LFA and such.
Yeah, and I think Pitbull is on that level, and I think this is going to be a problem. I think this is a good look for Pitbull from the UFC. I think they did him a solid with this one. They said, "You're getting your ass beat. Here's an up and comer. Let's see if you can hang out here still."
I think it's the exact opposite. I think they're hoping that this up and comer can piggyback off of them and come up. I think Kita pulls the upset with a round 3 TKO.
Okay.
Damn. I think that if Pitbull's a +170 underdog, and Kita's a -200 favorite, like I said. So the odds makers are aware that Pitbull could level the playing field at any given time. Now, I think Pitbull does win, yes, but I don't think that it's a walk in the park. I don't think that Pitbull is going to go out there and not go through a little bit of adversity, but that's the key word for me, adversity. Kita is 16-1 in his career, and Patricio Pitbull is 13-4 in title fights in his career alone. 7 of those title fights were finishes that went his way. He has 13 career wins by KO, 11 submission wins in his career. He's 37-8. He has not lost the fire to compete. I think that this will be a hard test for him, but I think if Pitbull gets this kid out of there, we can really say, okay, he stumbled, but he's found his footing. He's found his way. MVP lost to Ian Gary, but look at him. Look at what he's doing now.
Mhm.
He is putting it on motherfuckers. He just dropped Cannonier, made him a meme. These guys come over, they get the nerves, they get the jitters a little bit, and then this really is the biggest promotion in the world. Then they get right. Patricio Pitbull will let us know when he's done. He's been so active since he's got in here. I think he takes this. I don't think it's a knockout. I don't think it's going to be easy work. I think Patricio gets beat up a little bit in the first round, and into the corner, his coach goes, "Hey, let's strangle this fucking kid." And then Patricio Pitbull does what he does best. He gets a man flat on the canvas. He starts to beat him up, waits for him to scramble and panic, and takes his neck.
I'm not saying there won't be adversity. Let me be clear on that. I think he's probably not going to expect this kid to come out like this kid's going to come out. And
He's coming.
I think Pitbull's going to have to weather a storm. And I think once Pitbull weathers that storm, game over. All right. Moving on to 155. We have George said his piece on that. Right?
Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, he was before me. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. 155. Faraz Zahim and Cao Fernandez. This is a bit of a close one. I think Zahim is a decent favorite. Right? Excuse me.
Yeah, 370. Minus 370.
Which that's fair. I kind of want to go Fernandez though, but I don't know. I just keep thinking of him sleeping Matt Frivola.
Yeah, dude. You gotta Faraz Zahim is on a streak, man. He's a 5-fight win streak, 17-4 in his career. He's got 6 KOs, 4 subs. He's on a lot of decisions, but these guys can't touch him. Faraz, if I'm remembering correctly, gave Ilya Topuria a run for his money. He's one of the guys that Ilya fought early in his career and couldn't finish. Faraz Zahim has incredible footwork, incredible boxing. Was that not Zahim?
No.
Did he not fight Ilya?
Nope.
Okay. Either way, I'm picking, Faraz Zahim. I think Fernandez, this is his he's 2-1 in the UFC. He's not as experienced as Faraz. I think Faraz is going to show him the level. I think a lot of guys are going to level up Saturday, and we're going to see. It's a pivotal moment. This is a stacked card for the up-and-comers.
Yeah. Absolutely. George?
Man, let's see. Faraz Zahim faces Brazil's Cowie Fernandez, looking to spoil the home crowd's party. Zahim's got really slick striking, man, but Fernandez is scrappy. I predict Zahim wins by decision, landing jabs really crisp.
Okay. You know what? You guys are both going Zahim. I'm gonna go Fernandez on that one, just to be a little bit.
This is a 14-fight card. Jesus, boys.
For now,
I did not realize. Yeah. Well,
that's another thing I get to put up. You know what just made UFC Noche even better? Roses is out. No damn Chihuahua.
Saw that. I wonder what they're gonna do instead.
Who was he gonna fight? Ige? Not Ige. Rob Font.
No, I think Font. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yes. Cheweeby's got cold feet, pimp.
Dude, my
Yeah.
jaw just dropped while you guys were talking about that fight because I've got the Notre Dame game on mute, and I looked over and I just watched this kid make a one-handed grab and double up coverage in the end zone like Odell Beckham for a touchdown. It was crazy. I sent it to you in the group chat. This shit's wild.
Okay. All right. Moving on so we can get through this. We got 4 fights left. We're going to 205 where Modestus Bakakis is taking on Paul Craig. I think I gotta go with Modestus on this one. Paul's on a bit of a bad streak. Modestus is on a bit of a good streak here. Paul needs it more, but I just don't see him being able to get it done in a fashion he wants. What do you got, Will?
Yeah, man. Paul Craig's 37. Bukowskis is 31. If Bukowskis never fought Khalil Roundtree, he might have a really good record in the UFC before he got his knee smashed in.
Mhm.
He's got
Yikes.
10 KO wins. He's a fucking monster striker. He's won 3 of his last 4. Paul Craig's going the other way. Paul Craig, he got a DQ win in his last fight against Herpy Man Bellato. Before that, he lost 3 straight. His striking, not good. It's never been good. Modestus Bukauskas, his anti-wrestling, really good. His striking, really good. That means a lot of bad things for Paul Craig, especially at 37 years old with a sus chin, and Modestus Bukauskas throws fucking cruise missiles out of his right hand. I'm going Modestus Bukauskas, probably first round finish.
Yeah, sounds about right to me. George?
Yeah, I think Craig's gonna try to wrap him up, but Modestus is gonna keep it standing, and Paul's gonna mutter something unintelligible that no one will be able to decipher, win or lose. But I'm giving it to Modestus.
That's a good call. We all three went Modestus on this one. All right, next up, we've got Balaji Oki taking on Mason Jones. This is another good one here. Both these guys have looked pretty good. Balaji had a not good bout against Chris Duncan, where he got guillotined, but outside of that, he looked good. I think I'm going Mason Jones on this one, though. Will?
Man, it could go that way. Mason Jones is the guy I was thinking. He had a stint in the UFC. They let him go. He won some fights. He came back. So he knows adversity. He knows it well. He knows how to beat it. Okay. The odds makers have Mason Jones at minus 140 as the favorite. Balagioki at this time is plus 135 underdog. He trains at Extreme Couture. He is a virtuoso in the striking. He has one submission win, but he's not a complete mixed martial artist like Mason Jones. But I feel like this is a trap fight. I feel like where Mason Jones is really good, Balagioki is good at keeping people at bay there. And where Mason Jones struggles in the pocket on the feet, Oki has nuclear warheads. As much like I said, Modestus Bukauskas. I feel like this is another one of those underdogs that could cash on this card. Again, as of today, we got 6 days until the fight card happens, guys. So you're going to pull up your DraftKings and look at the odds now. I guarantee Friday night at the weigh-ins, Balagioki is not going to be a plus 135 underdog. It's going to be closer to a pick 'em.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed. What do you got, George?
Oki is the hometown guy, but Jones is really tough, man. I think Jones grinds out a decision win, and Oki tries to win the crowd back, man.
Okay. Okay, we shall see. All right, next up, lightweight 155. We got Mauricio Rufy taking on Benoit Saint Denis. I'm going Rufy. Will, tell us why you're going Rufy as well.
Man, you know how I don't like to be a fence rider. I can't do it. I got to go Benoit Saint Denis. And
No.
I have to go because have you seen Mauricio Hufi on his back?
Uh,
You're gonna see that
Uh-oh.
Saturday. And Benoit Saint Denis has 10 submission wins in his career. Benoit Saint Denis has looked rough in 3 fights, but 3 fights alone, he's 14-3 in his career. He's an absolute fucking dog. He's won 3 of his last 5. We know the headlines haven't been super good, but here he goes, man. He fought Renato Moicano, and for the ups and downs that Renato Moicano has, he is a fucking elite fighter, and you cannot shit on that man's skills in the world of MMA. Dustin Poirier. If you guys are going to say right now that Dustin Poirier is not a top, fucking a top 25 fighter of all time, then you're kind of crazy, man. The kid is one of the best fighters that never captured a undisputed title. He was an interim champion. So, man, I think Benoit Saint Denis knows what's at stake. He's a plus 175 dog right now. I think bettors are going to see what I'm seeing. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Benoit Saint Denis is going to come out. He's not going to sit there and let Mauricio Hufi do his fucking tricks and set up his traps and play at his range. Saint Denis knows he's going to take some shots, and he's going to take the shots inside closing where the impact is not as crazy. He's not going to be out there where he could throw spinning shit and looping stuff. And we've seen Mauricio Hufi get tired in the third round of fights. When he doesn't starch guys, he uses all that dynamic, explosive movement, and he gets a little tired. Benoit Saint Denis, not going to be tired in the third round. Look for a big upset. Benoit Saint Denis, submission or decision.
Okay. George?
I agree with a lot of what Will said, except it's not going to make it to the third round. I think Rufi's going to knock him out in the second round with a counter, right?
That.
You know what stops a takedown? Punched
He
in the face.
You absolutely could,
naps.
guys.
Involuntary naps stop a takedown. Yeah.
I'm going Greg Popovich from the San Antonio Spurs. I'm taking high percentage shots. Benoit Saint Denis.
You're taking high percentage shots. I'm taking Mauricio one-shot Rufi.
Dude, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But as much I said, I'm not riding fences, boys. You know I love the nerds. Carlos Prates, my boy. But I'm not going to lie to you. When you ask me what I think, Uncle Will, he's going to tell you the truth.
I'm playing like Barkley. I ain't got no rings, but I'll be talking shit all game.
Yes.
You're down by 20. It don't matter. Y'all still suck.
Next up, our main event. Next up at 185, we have number 3 versus number 5, Nasruddin Imavov taking on Caio Borralho. This is a really good fight. The co-main. I mean, gosh.
The last 3. It's the last 3 for me.
Yeah.
That Balagioki Mason Jones fight is going to be a banger.
Imavov's been slept on, man.
Facts.
I feel like
Tell him.
He's really, and I think him putting Izzy down in his last fight has helped get him the traction he needs. The issue is Caio Borralho's in front of him. I'm going Caio. I'm going Fighting Nerds. I'm on that bandwagon. Now, I want to say this too about Rufi. You know, nobody thought John Silva had jiu-jitsu either.
Fair. No, it's fair. But
What did we see happen there?
That's fair. No, fair is fair.
You know?
Absolutely fair is fair.
Until somebody proves to me that these Fighting Nerds aren't doing something on a whole nother level, you know, I'm gonna be riding this. Hey, I mean,
love Coach Pablo and all of them. I think
they lost nothing they lost nothing in my book when Ian Gary beat Prates.
Same.
That's the only, hiccup in them, and that did nothing. You know, he still looked good at the end of that fight.
Yep.
All right. What do you got? Imavov Barajalio.
You ready for me to break your heart two
Oh,
times in one
I
show?
figured you might. I figured you
Oh
might.
man, and this is the reason why. Okay, Nasruddin Imavov, Kyle Bahalio. Love Kyle Bahalio. Again, love the nerds. I just have to go with what history has shown me. They have one common opponent, Jared Cannonier. Say what you want about Cannonier
Yeah.
getting TKO'd out of there by Imavov. It was not going good for Jared. Imavov was beating him up. Kyle Bahalio did beat him up. Facts, give you that. But Cannonier made Kyle look human.
Mhm.
Now, the great thing about that fight was when Cannonier made Bahalio look human, he just made Bahalio go up another level, and Bahalio continued to take over. Great performance. But we get past Jared Cannonier, we get to Israel Adesanya. We get to Brendan Allen, Roman Dolidze, Joaquin Buckley. You go over to Bahalio, you got Cannonier, and he knocked out Paul Craig. Sus. Paul Craig couldn't get him to the floor. He beat up a boost. Please don't hit me in the body. Magomedov, a guy that Sean Strickland TKO'd with teep kicks that looked like a fourth grader threw him. Michael, choke me out and I'll join your team. Oleg Jacek. Armin, I have no gas tank. Petrosian. Compared to Izzy, Brendan Allen. Now, the way he does it, Kyle Bahalio is sexy with it. He sure is. He beats him down really well. But the names that we have on here, we saw Kyle Bahalio grapple against Brendan Allen at Karate Combat. He did really well. Imavov beat the shit out of him in an MMA fight. So, man, again, I got to go with what history has shown me. I got to go with Nasruddin Imavov. As much as I hope I want the nerds to sweep it. I hope one time we have a title event where it's Bahalio, Hoofy, Silva, Prates, and they're all champs because they did it right. They got their 45, their 55, the 70, the 85. I'm just waiting for a fighting nerd to come out there at 205 in heavyweight, and God help us all if that happens. But
Oh
I
no.
think that Hoofy and Bahalio are going to get the Carlos Prates heat check. Now, and then I think they're going to come back and fucking smoke a bunch of people, but they don't know loss in the UFC. They don't know defeat at the highest level. And let's not forget, Bahalio just made weight 2 weeks ago. The guy walks around at 230 pounds, Tanner. So 2 weeks ago, he's 185 pounds. He's championship weight. And just last week. So it'll be 2 weeks before his fight. He was 185 pounds for 230. What do you think his body's feeling right now when Imavov is hitting one cut the day of and probably going to hit 186 pounds just for the fuck of it because it's not a championship fight? If I was him, I would.
He's probably just in shape. I don't know.
Kyle?
But I will say that this one I am less certain. I'm feeling less certain than I am on the Roofy fight.
Hmm.
Think, George.
I think that right now, what is it? Imavov rides a 5-fight unbeaten streak, including a knockout of Izzy.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Caio the Natural Barajo, 17-1, is 7-0 in the UFC. This is a pick'em fight with title shot stakes. I think Imavov's got the home crowd and striking going for him, but Bahalio is a grappling machine who's going to try to make this a ground war. If Imavov can stuff the takedowns and land a jab that echoes through Paris, I think he could get him out there with a TKO possibly in round 4. But if
And
Caio gets to the ground, he might choke him out in round 3.
Imavov is a Frenchman from Dagestan.
That's ew.
He's a wrestler, bud. He can wrestle.
yes. Yes. And I think his wrestling is better than Kaio's. I think Kaio's jiu-jitsu is way better.
Yep.
But
Yeah, exact same sentiment. I think so as well.
I don't know. It's gonna be a good one. I'm ready for it. I've got nothing else. That is it for UFC Fight Night Imavov versus Barajalio.
Tanner's
guys
watching
have
CJI
anything?
2 right now.
Not yet. I'm ready to.
Are they? I don't think it's loaded up right now. I will be also watching CJI 2 and playing Fortnite with George Nova.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Appreciate it.